それは歌方の記憶。剣法神の紡ぐ時の牢獄で俺はいくつもの物語といくつもの思いを知った。ナイツ・オブ・ブラッド。それは赤き地で結ばれた王女と騎士たちの誓いの物語。誓いの旗に彼らは何を見たのか。クロス・ザ・ブレイズ。それは絶望に染まる王国で家族とは何かを問う光の四大使の物語。思いをやがて奇跡を描く。ファントムスナイパーズ。それは必中必殺のマダンファントムバレットをめぐる罪と救済の物語。誰しも罪から逃れることはできない。罪は連鎖し螺旋となり、そしてグランドサマナーズ。
All right. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Grand Summoners Global 7th Anniversary celebration live stream. Seventh.
Yay.
It's a big day. It's actually today, for the February 7th, is the actual day of the anniversary, right? So we're celebrating today. So thanks for joining us. But we'll go ahead and give quick introductions for those who don't know already. But I am Visceral from the Grand Summoners Global team. We got little name tags this time.
And hello everyone, I'm Mio and I'm also a part of Grand Summon Global team.
Hi, I'm Yama-P, the producer of Grand Summoners.
You are.
And back with us we have.
Hello. I'm Master of Grand Summoners, Shinnaga. Yay.
Thanks for joining us. All right. And we have a new guest. Right?
Hi, I am the character designer of Grand Summoners, Kose.
Thank you for coming.
Right.
初ですね。
First time.
Yes.
First time with us. All right, so we're very excited. So we'll talk a little bit more about our special guest in just a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Yama-P, 7th anniversary.
Yes.
How do you feel?
First, I want to say this. This is 7th anniversary. Yay! So, thank you for playing Grand Summoners players. So, I'm very happy to be celebrate this moment. And so, actually, when I was a university student, I made this company named NextNinja. So we named our company NextNinja because we want to expand the service we create to the world, and we use the word ninja, which is known by people, everyone know all over the world, and we have released Grand Summoners, and so we have been able to offer it in 30 countries. So, and now everyone is playing it. Everyone. Yes. So
Everyone in the world.
Yes. And for me, Grand Summoners is a great journey for me. So and so it is actually we made a lot of games, but Grand Summoners is special for me. So and so we love Grand Summoners, and we love Grand Summoners community. So we have a lot of announcements to make today.
Right.
Yes, let's have fun today.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yama-P.
Thank you, Yama-P.
Right. So we do have a lot of announcements today, so
Yeah.
make sure to stay until the end. Go ahead and grab a snack, settle in, because it's going to be a big one. All right. But yeah, for our guest today, we have the Master of Grand Summoners, Shinnaga, with us today, who is also responsible for the main story, scenario writer.
Yes.
Right. So make sure, he works very hard on the main story, he does a very good job, so make sure you read it, okay? Even if you skip it by auto-advancing to get the crystals, you can always go back to the shrine and read it at your leisure later. But yeah, so we have him today with us, and then we also have Grand Summoner's character designer, Kose, with us. So later in the stream, he will be sharing some of his insights as the character designer, and he will be performing live illustration. Right.
Actually, he made all characters in Grand Summoners. Yes,
Right.
all characters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
We have a lot of characters too.
Yeah.
Right. So he's very talented. So I'm sure everyone will enjoy seeing him live, illustrating. Right. So it'll be pretty nice. But before we go any further, yes, someone's asking in chat, is there going to be live stream giveaways? That's exactly what I'm about to announce. So yes, in Discord. If you haven't joined the Grand Summoner Discord yet, we'll post a link. We will be doing a giveaway via the Grand Summoners Discord. It's very easy to enter. Just enter the Discord, go to the live stream giveaway channel, and react to the post in there to enter. It will be up for about an hour. So make sure to let your friends know if they come in midway during the stream. We have 36 different prizes. Let's go ahead and show some of the prizes on screen. So, tsugi onegaishimasu. Right. Yeah, so we have a lot of different prizes. Got some new Valentine's acrylic
so
figures
cute.
too. Very cute. Some 7th anniversary themed desk mats. Cool postcards. If you don't have a level 5 Crusade game yet, you could get a keychain for it, which will be nice. And yeah, we have every physical prize winner will also receive an Emperor is Lit promo card. Right. So just make sure you go into the Discord server, live stream giveaway channel, and react to the post to enter. Good luck.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't forget to enter it. And also, prizes aren't limited to this. Let's remind everyone of the following promo. Yeah.
Right. So it's not just that. We want to remind everyone that there is a promo on X going on right now. And oftentimes these are usually 15 crystals, but for the 7th anniversary, we have increased the cap to 50 crystals. Right. So you can get 50 crystals for just reposting. So pretty easy. Currently, we are over halfway to the goal. The promo will go on until the end of the stream, so you still have time. Send it to everyone you know. Every crystal counts. So yeah, make sure we got to get all 50. Right. This will be very nice to have.
50 crystals.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone could use more crystals. Who doesn't want more?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And that's right. You have multiple chances with both the Discord and X promos. So they end along with the live stream, so you still have time to repost it. So don't forget. Ask your dad, your mom, your grandfather, grandfather to repost it.
Right? Therapist, everyone. Right. All right. All right, Yama-P, is it time to get into the main materials?
Important segment.
Yes.
Okay. The first announcement.
Okay. This is okay. We prepared a lot of great stuff in appreciation of this milestone. So be sure to participate.
Right.
But don't worry, we won't make you wait any longer to hear the first major announcement.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have a good idea, but did you guys really know?
I've seen, yeah, there's people with some correct guesses. Imagine.
Let's watch the chat.
Them.
Oh, I saw so many
いろいろ出てま
wishes.
すね。なんでしょうね。
なんでしょうね.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so
分かってる人多いのかな。
let's show the first major announcement of many. All right.
Let's make a revolt.
Right, お願いします. Let's take a look.
グラ様とテンスラがまたまたコラボするぞ。コラボ召喚100連無料。コラボ召喚100連無料。コラボ召喚100連無料。
コラボ召喚100連無料。
コラボ召喚100連無料。グラ様。
Right.
First slime.
Right. So that's right. That time I got reincarnated as a slime is returning to Grand Summoners for the fifth time?
Yeah.
I think right. Right. We have a good relationship. Yeah, it's, slime is coming back, and not only that, as you guys saw, 4 new ascended
characters.
units.
Yeah.
Right. So fifth time, right, Yama-P?
Yes.
You really like slime,
so,
huh?
Yes. Grand Summoners and Ten-Sura really go hand in hand. This actually makes its 5th run on global, and there were more new units added too.
Right.
そうですね、今回新規の4体の中で、キャラとして新しく登場するのは3人。キャラとして新しく登場するのは3人。
3人です。
はい。
そうです。
それ以外は、1人はもちろん1人みたいな感じですね。はい。で、要望の多かったその3人というのはシュナとシズとベルドラが登場します。
Right. So we have 4 new units, but 1 unit you can see is kind of an alternate version.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have a new version of Rimuru, and then for the first time we have 3 new units making their debut. Right. So ever since the first crossover, I think there's been a lot of requests for like Shizu.
Yeah.
Right. Suna, and then especially the last crossover, we had a lot of requests for Veldora. So he will be making his way into Grand Summoners as the first ascended dragon unit, right? Ryuzoku. 初めての聴覚性の竜族。
そうですね、竜族初めてですね。
Right.
あと
So
考えてみたら本当にリムルとミリムが今まで多すぎでしたね。
right,
何バージョンあるんだ。
right. There's been a lot of Rimuru and Millimalts.
Yeah.
But this time 3 out of the 4 units are making their debut. Right. So I think a lot of people will be looking forward to them.
Yeah, and I think everyone is excited to learn more about the units. Before we introduce them, as usual, let's give a quick intro to the anime for those who are unfamiliar with it. Okay, it's my part. Slide でお願いいたします。Mikami's middle age hasn't gone as a plane. He never found a girlfriend, he got stuck in a dead-end job, and he was abruptly stabbed to death in the street at 37. So, when you wake up in a new world straight out of the fantasy RPG, he's disappointed but not exactly surprised to find that he's not a knight or a wizard, but a blind slime demon. But there are chances for even a slime to become a hero.
Right.
Right.
I feel like a lot of people. I mean, if you haven't seen Slime yet, you know, what have you been doing? But if you haven't seen it yet, now's your chance. It's always a great time when we have a crossover. Is there anyone who hasn't seen it yet? Has everyone seen it in chat
Let us know.
already? There's recently, season 4 is coming out soon. There's a movie, right? So there's a lot coming out for Slime. But if you haven't seen it yet, right, now is the now's the time.
Ooh, nice.
It feels like everyone, okay, one person hasn't yet. It's peak, it is very cool. It's a very fun watch.
Mostly seen it.
Right.
How many
Yeah,
times?
I mean, it's a pretty popular one.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it yet, go ahead. This is your good chance.
Okay. So, well, I'd like to get into the new character intros, but first, let's take a quick look at the return unit buffs.
Yes, they're all getting buffed. Right.
パワーアップ。
Yeah, everyone's getting buffed. They got buffed recently too, so they're getting buffed again. Right, for the 5th run. So let's take a look first at the original set of units. お願いします。
はい、私ね。
Yeah, right. So we have our Master of Grand Summers here with us today. So
Yes.
he'll kind of give us a quick summary.
はい。
Yeah.
第1弾のコラボユニットですね。はい。ベニマルは燃焼時間が伸びたり、あとはダメージがすごくアップしましたね。なので燃焼できるだけじゃなくてダメージも与えられるユニットになっています。
Right. So not only did Benimaru he get a big increase to the duration of the burn, but also the res down debuff. Right, has been topped up too. So he'll be putting a lot more damage out for the team, and magic damage allies will be doing more as well.
はい。でリムルはやっぱり一番大きいのは状態以上の耐性時間、状態以上を無効にできる時間が長くなったことですね。 これによりさらに安定したパーティーを組むことができるようになりました。
Right, so as you can see, Rimuru's arts duration, so that status, ailment, resistance, the time has gone way up. So it will be a lot easier to cycle, for example, true arts and arts as well, so you can keep both effects going. Right, so that's a pretty, it might not seem like a huge deal, but that 5 seconds is going to be pretty big.
はい、でミリムは、とにかく火力が上がりますね。自分の HP が少ない時の火力ダメージアップとかも上がっていて、全体的に大きな火力を与えられるようなユニットになりました。
Yeah, the biggest part about the Millibus, as you can see, is the damage. Not only did the base multiplier get increased quite a bit, but her ability damage also, that effect has been doubled.
もともとの反射もクエストによっては有効です。
Oh yeah, and then as some people know, her reflect is a little busted for certain quests. Yeah.
そしてリムルのスライムですね。こちらは非ダメージアップの量が大きくなりました。これによってパーティー全体の火力がアップしましたね。
Right, and so then we have the Rimu slime form, which, by the way, if you don't have him yet, you can get free Rimuru slime form just from playing the event. And yeah, the 50, now he does 50% damage res debuff, which is actually pretty huge. So all of the damage that your team will be doing to the enemy is pretty greatly increased. 50% is nothing to scoff at.
そうですね。非ダメージアップは特にその魔法とか物理とか属性とかも選ばないので、どのパーティーにも気軽に入れられるユニットになってい
It is
ま
a
す。
general res debuff, so it means it'll work for physical damage, magic damage, all elemental damage as well. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at the holiday themed units. 次お願いします。
はい、クリスマスユニット、
Right.
ミリムのクリスマスバージョンはやっぱり大きいところでいうと全体の奥義ゲージアップが4から5になったのが大きいかなと思います。これにより全体の奥義の打ちやすさとかも変わってくるので、そういうユニットになりました。
Right, so she has a team-wide arts gauge autofill effect too, which increased from 4 to 5 really adds up, especially over time. So it's going to be a lot easier to get your team's arts going.
はい、そしてリムルのクリスマスバージョンは、あれですね、新奥義の全体ダメージアップと魔法ダメージアップの量が増えましたね。これにより合計で 200% まで上がるので、パーティー全体の火力をより上げやすいユニットになっています。
Right, so with the Santa Rimuru, you see there's a 20% increased damage to the damage boost, but if you add that up for general damage and magic damage, that's a total 40% extra. So especially for magic damage based teams, it will be a large boost in damage.
はい、そしてシオンのクリスマスバージョンは、こちらもとにかく火力ですね。火力が上がりました。そしてアビリティで、だんだん攻撃力とダメージが上がっていくんですけれども、その最大量も上がったので、最大状況ではかなり火力の出せるユニットになっています。
Right, so Santa Shion, basically damage way higher. Right, so not only the multiplier, but her ability stackable damage effect is also much higher. So especially on quests where accuracy is important too. 命中率。
そうですね。命中率も大事ですね。はい。
So for example, the Wednesday Extreme Crest Palace, very good unit to use there because she does also have high accuracy to be able to deal with that. Yeah. Let's take a look at the New Year's themed units. 次お願いします。
はい。こちらお正月バージョンですね。和装バージョンですね。ミリムの和装バージョンはやっぱりアビリティがだいぶ強くなりましたね。クエスト開始から90秒間全体の攻撃力をアップさせるというアビリティなんですけれども、ここの秒数と効果量が伸びたことによってより速攻性能の高いパーティーを組むことができるようになりました。
Right. So aside from Milim's debuff and duration increase, she does have that team-wide attack boost. That now it's going from 60 seconds to 90 seconds, right? So you have much more time for a higher percentage boost.
はい。
And then,
リムル和装バージョンに関してはこちらもダメージのアップが結構強いですね。で、それから、無限進化でクリティカルダメージがさらにアップするようになったので、特にクリティカルに特化した、ユニットになったと思います。
Someone said this isn't live. This is live. We're live here right now. So we're here talking live. But yeah, so the true health multiplier already for Samurai Rimuru is increased But then also take a look at the Spectral Dream. Before it was a 60% boost for having the Spectral Dream up. Now it's 90%. So it's much higher than the original passive effect. Right. And then finally, let's look at the most recent set of returning units.
Yeah.
お願いします。
ここから超覚醒ユニットですね。はい、超覚醒のミリム戦闘形態の方はやっぱり超奥義を連続で使うことによるダメージアップ量とブレイクアップ量というのが伸びましたね。これによりアタッカーとしてめちゃくちゃ尖ることもできるし、ブレーカーとしてもすごく生きることができるようなユニットになりました。
Right. So Combat 4 Milim is kind of a special unit, very unique in the sense that you kind of have to pick a path. She can either break quite a bit. The break values now stack up to 20,000, actually, which is kind of insane. And the multiplier increase to 540,000%. That's kind of massive. So especially for longer quests, if you're using, right, for example, super arts in succession, then you'll work up to a pretty massive multiplier.
そうですね。超奥義を使うとダメージがどんどん上がっていって、新奥義を使うとブレークがどんどん上がっていくという感じで。
Right, so you kind of choose between whether you want to output a lot of damage or a lot of break.
はい。はい、なんかディスプレイが消えた。まあいいか。
あ、大丈夫です。
はい。はい。で、魔王リムルですね。こちらは闇ダメージの全体闇ダメージのアップ量とダメージが上がりました。これによってより闇属性ユニットの火力を上げることができます。
Right. So the special part about Demon Lord Rimuru is not only was there a damage increase for the Super Ultimate multiplier, but the damage dark boost, which is team wide. Right. So that's an extra 10%, but it's stackable. So it's 10% extra each time, so 130%, 130%. You can get several of them off.
まあ魔王リムルはもともと強いですからね。
Yeah, I
だから
mean,
ちょっとだけのあるのかな。
yeah. I mean, he was already very strong, so
Yeah.
they weren't like super massive buffs, but you know, he really didn't even need a buff, but he got a little something. Yeah.
はい。
And then finally,
はい。あとディアブロですね。ディアブロはかなり強化されましたね。特にアビリティですね。アビリティが左右のユニットの奥義ゲージを上げるというアビリティなんですけれども、こちらの条件、HP の条件がかなり緩くなりました。もともと 90% 以上維持してなくちゃいけなかったんですけど、それが 80% 以上で良くなったというのと、さらに新装備を身につけていれば 50% で大丈夫になったんですね。これにより相当サポート性能が上がったと思います。
right. So one of the big things about Diablo, yes, he got the super ultimate multiplier and the debuff increase, but the ability, it's become a lot more easy to use because before it was at 90%, you had to be 90% to give the units to the right and left of him, that's 6 arts per second. But now the threshold requirement has been lowered to 80% and even lowered to 50%. You only need 50% HP if you have his true equip. Right, so that'll be a lot easier for you to use him and keep his passive effect up.
Okay, we talked a lot about the buffs, but I think everyone is curious about the new units, right?
Yeah.
So let's introduce the new units.
All right, let's take a look.
スライドお願いします。Okay, from the left to right is Veldora, Demon Lord Samurai Rimuru, Shuna, and Shizu.
Right, so 4 new units, again 3 making their very first debut, but we'll go ahead and give some quick introductions. We'll have more information on them in-game and on the social media soon, so you'll be able to reference that. But I'll give some quick introductions now. So let's take a look first at Demon Lord Samurai Rimuru.
Yeah.
All right, Master of Grand Summoners. What's special about the new Rimuru?
Yeah.
This is what?
リムル何体目ですか？
Is this the 5th Rimuru? 5th?
リムル、
Slime?
スライム、
センタ
クリスマスリムル、それから
New Year's
和装リムル、魔王リム
Oh,
ル、
6th.
6。
All right, the 6th
We
Rimuru.
have the 6, yeah.
今回のリムルも強いです。まず特徴的なのは奥義ゲージアップですね。全体の奥義ゲージアップ、HP50% 以上の味方の奥義ゲージを上げるので、この時点でサポート性能まず高いですね。合わせて物理耐性を下げることができるので、物理パーティーに 組み込むと火力を上げることができます。
Right. So there's a lot of special things about the new Dimiru, but some of the main points are not only he arch-gens for the team, right? So that arch-gen also has a condition, HP condition, so it will stack with most other forms that do not have that condition. And also, of course, he'll be very good on physical teams too, because he does have that physical damage reduction, right? So it'll be a lot easier to use him on those physical-based team comps, especially with the other demon units. I think will be a nice combination.
そしてやっぱり長義が強いですね。長義が味方全体の HP がごめんなさい HP80% の味方1人につきダメージが、上がるというユニットになっているので、全員が 80% 以上だったら凄まじい火力が出るユニットになっています。
Right. So on the super arts, as you can see, if you have basically the whole team healthy, he can get up to 340,000.
Yes.
Yeah, percent damage boost multiplier. So that is pretty massive, especially when you combine it with the physical resistance debuff, and then other maybe boosts from the team as well. Yeah. So let's take a look at the debut unit, Shuna.
これ
次お
は
願いしま
次お
す。
願いします。
シュナは
So cute.
出してほしいっていう要望が結構あったんですね。
Yeah,
そうですね。
we had a lot of requests, both from JP players and global players. Release Shuna already.
Yeah.
Hurry up and release Shuna. So now she's here.
はい。シュナの強みはこちらも全体の奥義ゲージをアップさせるところですね。はい。で、魔族だったらさらに上がるので、魔族パーティーに組み込むと、かなり奥義ゲージを回すことができます。
Right, so one of her specialties is supporting the team, just how she supports her Dimiru. But yeah, she can increase arts gauges for the team, especially, it doesn't have to be with demon allies, but if it is with demon allies, they'll get even more of a benefit.
あとは奥義が全体の HP 即時回復なんですね。これも 50% とかなり強力な量回復するので、パーティーに安定感を出すことができます。
Right, that's a 50%, make sure you look on the arts, 50% HP recovery, which is pretty massive. There's a few 25% effects, but not that many 50%, and also for just 100 arts too. And especially if you're against dark enemies, it's going to reduce the damage, basically helping you stay alive. So especially new players, I think it'll be nice.
これ自然回復じゃなくて即時回復っていうのも結構ポイントで、HP 自然回復キラーみたいなギミックがあったりするので、そういうところでも生きるユニットになっています。
Right. Keep in mind too, there are some stages with auto recovery killer. So basically, it's good to have someone who does burst healing instead, like Shuna.
あとは定規で味方を蘇生したりしながら、さらに全体の火力も上げることができるユニットとなっています。
Right. And on the super arts, it's kind of both defensive and offensive because you get a revival as well as shredding the enemy's magic resistance. So your magic-based allies are doing a lot more damage. All right. Let's take a look at the first ascended dragon unit, Veldora. お願いします。
はい。ベルドラはもうなんか見た目からして強そうですもんね。ベルドラも強いです。ベルドラの最大の特徴は全体防御無視と超火力っていう感じですね。
Right. So Veldora, he does a lot of damage, and not only that, he does it while ignoring enemies' defense. So especially with enemies that have crit resistance, for example, or crit negation, having defense ignore will be very useful.
そして人族と竜族と魔族のダメージをアップすることができます。これつまり、テンスラユニットって人族と魔族と、竜族なんですよね。
All units.
テンスラユニットを強くすることができます。
Yeah. And so if you've noticed, all of the slime units are either humans, dragons, or demons. So that's why he has that special 200% boost on his super arts.
はい。あとはここには書いてないんですけれども、ダメージブーストレベル2というアビリティがついているので、攻撃力が高くなるほど自身のダメージがめちゃくちゃ上がるユニットになっています。なのですごく火力の出るユニットですね。
And it's not shown here, but he does have an ability as well that converts his attack stat to damage. Right? So increasing his attack stat, whether it's through crests or other means, will translate directly to more damage. Right. So let's take a look at the final new unit, Shizu. 次お願いします。
シズいいですよね。炎ですね。シズはやっぱり一番特徴的なのは アビリティと奥義かな。燃焼と、燃焼のエキスパートなんですね。アビリティでクエスト開始から120秒間無条件で、燃焼耐性をダウンさせます。
Right, so she is basically a unit who revolves around the burn status ailment, right? And not only that, it's a lot easier to inflict burns with her because you don't even have to do anything, and she'll go into a stage, and every battle, she lowers the enemy's burn resistance automatically, right, by 50%.
だからクエスト開始から120秒間はすごく敵が燃焼しやすくなるんですね。はい、でそれに加えて、100% 燃焼を持っている、奥義で 100% 燃焼を持っているので、そこでもう燃やす敵を燃焼状態にすることができます。
Right, so for a pretty just small amount of arts, 100 arts, you can burn enemies, and then yes, you saw that right, the fire res debuff, if they're burning, 320%. So that's kind of a 320%大きいですね。
大きいですね。
That's a pretty massive debuff. So especially nice for fire teams.
そうそう、そう今ちょっと言いましたけれども、超奥義で燃焼状態にしてれば、超奥義で 320% のデバフをかけることができるんですね。
Yeah.
はい。
Pretty massive. All right. So that's the new units.
And I think a lot of people are interested to learn more about the characters, but we'll be releasing more info on our social media and in-game leading up to the crossover. So please look forward to that.
Right. But now I think it's about time. Some people have been wondering, what about giveaways? And yes, you'll be having more giveaways for the crossover. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of them. Right, so right, so we'll be having a total of 3 different giveaways, right?
Yeah.
3 postponers. It's very easy to enter them. We'll be posting them on our official X account. So look forward to that. The first one actually begins, right after the stream. So very easy to enter. You just have to be following the Grand Summers Global account, repost the relevant post, and every day it'll be refreshed.
Yeah.
So make sure you can get another entry by reposting the pinned post. Right. So that's pretty easy to enter, and a lot of prizes, including crystals and also exclusive merch. Right.
We got a new heart cookie.
Oh yeah, the cute heart
Yeah,
keychain.
really cute.
Acrylic keychain. Really very nice. Honestly, all pretty nice prizes, especially the bundle too, because you get a lot of extra stuff.
A lot of.
With that. That's a lot included. A desk mat, right? Postcards, acrylic panels.
Yeah,
Right.
so many.
Yeah, so that'll be nice to win. And let's take a look at some of the other prizes. So for example, for the second giveaway, not only do we have some Valentine's themed merch.
Yeah, Valentine. So we have the Valentine, Lisa, and Sistina.
Yeah. In the newest versions. And then of course we got some slime themed prize too.
Yeah.
So your choice. Also
Your choice.
Of some slime special art. Right. So I'm sure, they do look really cool too. There's an example too just there with Demon Lord Rimuru, but it's your choice. So if you win, you can choose whichever one you'd like. And then of course, more crystal prizes too. And there's even a third chance. Right, so again, there'll be a final one as well. And you have another chance to win, more cool Grand Summers merch, either special art or, crystals, gift cards, etc. So 3 different giveaways, lots of chances to win. So don't worry if you're not lucky in the first or the second one.
Yeah.
There's more chances. Sorry. So look out for the details for each of these promos. Yeah.
Okay, so now before we move on, there's one thing we'd like to remind everyone of, especially new players.
Right, let's take a look. Right, so we remind people, so I think some people have already heard about this, so bear with me for a minute. But for those who haven't yet, there was a revamped Crystal Pass or Grand Crystal Pass and a new Crystal Pass we introduced last year. And the Crystal Pass does have a free trial. Right, so it's free. You don't even have to put in any payment details to claim the free trial. And it's not auto-renewing, so you don't have to worry about some surprise charge or something. So if you haven't claimed it yet, even if you plan on never buying it, you might as well, because it's free. So free crystals, free potions, etc. So yeah, make sure to claim that if you haven't yet.
地味にこの自動周回の100って
Oh, yeah.
でかいんですよ
いいです
ね。
ね。
One point that, especially for the Grand Crystal Path, one of the biggest bonuses is having the extra, you have 100 to the auto loop and auto
Yeah.
advance too. So I'm sure there's people like me who will set the 100 auto loop before going to sleep and then
Yeah,
wake up.
yeah.
So it's going while you're sleeping. I'm sure, am I the only one who does that? Does everyone else do that? Anyone else doing that? I mean, it's nice because you have the 100, so it's going on for much longer, and you don't really have to worry about, checking on it so soon. And of course, double XP too as well. So especially if you're cresting, it'll get your rank higher. When you get higher rank, you have higher max energy, and then you get more value out of potions. So it's surprisingly a lot of value, right?
Yeah, okay. Anyway, I know everyone's excited about crossover, but since we're limited on time, let's move on to the next segment. It's a big news.
Right, we have a lot more to go. So not just crossover, we have a lot more announcements. So yeah, stay tuned. We have a lot more to go over. Right, so let's take a look at the next part. So as I mentioned, yeah, we have the character designer with us today.
Yep.
And yeah, live illustration. So we will have Kose-san. He'll be displaying his skills for us, right? Right. So okay, he will be showing his artistic skills, drawing a Grand Summoner's character live, and as you could tell from the slide, it will be the very recent, Ascended Heart. Right, so Heart the Fabricator will be illustrated live for us by the Grand Summoner's character designer, right? And not just that, his live illustration will be gifted to one of the giveaway winners. So he will have
That's right.
special
So-
gift, will be signed, is an original illustration, will be gifted to the grand prize winner
Yeah.
for the current giveaway going on Discord. So let's give another reminder, I guess. We'll have a link to we have the link pinned in the Discord link pinned in the YouTube chat. So again,
Don't
if you haven't
forget.
entered yet and you just came in and you want a chance to win the Grand Summoner's character designer's original, live illustration,
With
make
sign.
sure,
With
sign.
sign.
Make sure you join the Grand Summoner Discord, go to the live stream giveaway channel, and then react to the post to enter. So you could, of course, win either his live drawn art, or various other prizes too. So yeah, make sure you join.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we will have him start drawing. So he will
お願いいたします
start his preparation. You will be able to see his illustration going live in the corner while we go ahead and talk about other things. But he will be hard at work while we're he'll be hard at work as he's
次のコーナーまでに
yeah.
書き切る
そうです
So we're giving him about 20, 25 minutes, and then to complete the illustration. So he will start now. どうぞ.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I'm sure that'll be something everyone looks forward to. But now, okay.
Let's go to the set
Yeah,
next.
the moment we've been waiting for. All right, so and a lot of people have been wondering, all right, what's going to come up next in Grand Summers, right? It's the 7th anniversary, and we did prepare a roadmap to show you guys some of the great stuff we have going on during this anniversary period, right? But we're going to tease you a little bit, so it's going to be bit by bit. So let's take a look at the first section. Right, so お願いします.
So starting with some of the current event going on, most of you have probably already started on the new Valentine event. But if you haven't yet, you still have a few weeks to complete it.
Right, so the event came also with the login bonus, and then of course, by the way, it's not just the new Valentine's event, we are having a revival event right now, so if you haven't already, make sure you complete the 2024 event because you can get a lot of free large potions from that as well, and more potions are always nice. But as you can see, we announced the 7th anniversary grand login bonuses #1 recently. So as you can see, max elixir. So it'll be especially nice for newer players to ascend a unit, for example. You also, if you don't have enough summoners or orbs, it's really nice to have. And then of course, expert LB stone, which is always nice to have, and then 50 crystals too on day 10.
Yeah.
So a lot of nice prizes that began yesterday.
What character he described?
Oh, Ascended Heart.
Heart.
So Tokakusei Haru desu.
Haruto.
Yeah. So we'll have that.
Okay.
And then we have not announced this yet, but as you can see, there is a second, part 2 to the 7th anniversary login bonus. And yes, as you can see in the text there, the tickets that we'll be getting this year, we will be updating the lineup.
Yeah.
Right. So the units that you can exchange from the ticket, we will be adding many new units and also equips that you can exchange for. So the true equip and unit exchange lineup will be updated. Yeah. So I'm sure a lot of people have been looking forward to that.
And it doesn't stop there. There's a part 2 that features LB stones and ton of tickets to exchange for the equip and the unit too.
Yeah, so make sure that's part 2. That will be starting later, next week actually. So in about a week. But yeah, this time a lot of players, they've been asking for the updated unit lineup. So starting next week on the 14th after maintenance, not only will we be getting that login bonus for the tickets, but it'll also have the updated lineup that you can choose from. So I know even some longtime players might be missing a few units. So yeah, take a look once the exchange gets updated.
You didn't show the second one, right? Second part.
Oh wait, now we have, and then also the 7th anniversary.
Ah, yeah.
7th anniversary daily quest.
Finally, it is already.
Yep.
The 7th anniversary daily quest will give crystal and L potion as quest clear reward, and you can also get equip LB stones from quest drops. Clear it every day to get more chances.
I really wanted to make this anniversary special, as the 7th anniversary is a big milestone. So we're giving out lots of items that players have been asking for more of, while also giving away a lot of crystals too. It's the only way we want to express our gratitude. But there's much more. Let's keep going with the next announcements.
Right, let's take a look at the next part of the roadmap. Yes, there we go. So the next section. So we talked about slime, right? It's going to be split into 3 parts. So starting in 1 week is the first part where the revival event will come, right? So the classic units will be returning. And then after that, a couple weeks after that, we will have the first part of the new event, right? But it's not just the slime crossover. As you can see, we have some more special stuff, right? Some bonuses, right?
Yeah,
Right, because there's a lot of people in chat talking about it, but we wanted to let you know that the first meet bonuses will reset along with the start of the crossover. Right, so for those of you who don't know or don't remember, playing with new players, right, gets you a ton of crystals up until 140 crystals.
Yeah.
Right, so, and that will be reset. So even if you've already claimed that, then it resets again, so you can claim another 140 crystals just from that by playing with new players.
It's super easy to do, and there's a big reward too.
Right, super easy. But of course, there's more. Some of you know the Super Forever Summons are back, right? So the lineup has also been updated, right, to include almost all, if not all, the Awoken units too. So for example, Light Sestina, you have the Fire Oravel, Masayuki the 12th. A lot of pretty heavy hitters have been added to the lineup. And I know a lot of people know how Forever Summons work. Just for you new players who might not know how it works, basically every day you get the chance to summon a unit. It will pop up automatically, and you go for a summon. If whatever you summon, you like it, you can go ahead and confirm it. Make sure you confirm, because you can only do it once. So make your choice there. But if you want to try again, just don't confirm it, back out, and then the next day it will come back up, and you have another chance. Each summon too, you get a free crystal. So you can either stack up the crystals, go for a unit early on. It's your choice. Good luck.
Okay. I'm glad to see a lot of players excited, but we're not finished yet. There are more events and giveaways to announce.
Exactly. Let's look at the final part of the roadmap.
Yes.
次のスライドお願いいたします。
イラストが気になる。
見えなくなる。
見えなくなっちゃった。
We can see.
All right. So, yes, a lot of exciting stuff on the way. As you can see, we have the second set of new Ten-Sura units that will be coming in early March.
Yeah, but I think people are already excited about a big piece of a new ride underneath, right?
Yeah, there's a big, we kind of teased it last year at the Anime Expo. So those of you who were there, we talked about having a new game mode in 2025. Now it is 2025.
Yeah.
So we have a more, approximate release date. Right, so next month, actually.
Yeah.
Planning to release a brand new game mode, Grand Crusade. Right, so I'm sure. Yeah, it'll be very interesting. It's been a while, right, since the last new game mode, so this will be a very interesting for both probably new players and also veteran players alike. But I know everyone's a little bit interested, but we do have a little teaser video. So let's go ahead and take a look at that to give everyone an idea. お願いします。
さあ船に乗りな。海の果てでお宝が待っている。
こんなところで会うなんてあなたと縁がありそうね。おお、よく来た。歌詞でも食っていけ。お代はいただくがな。
Right.
The new content.
Right. So brand new game mode, Grand Crusade, coming in about a month, right? So next month is the planned release date. I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to that. But we do have the Master Grand Summoners with us today, one of the main designers for the new game mode. So can you tell us a little bit about Grand Crusade? What players might be able to expect? Is there anything they should do in advance? 例えばグラバットについての説明とかと、あともしかしたらしておきたい、しておいた方がいいこととかあれば。
ありました。グランドバトルは大きく分けてグランドバトルとあとフュージョンクラフトの2つのコンテンツになってるんですね。
Right, so there's kind of a split up into two. We have the Grand Crusade, and then there's going to be a system where you can craft fusion equips as well.
グランドバトルを進めていくとフュージョンクラフトっていうクラフト装備が作れるようになっていきます。
Right, so when you can unlock that feature to be able to craft these fusion equips by progressing through Grand Crusade.
はい、グランドバトル自体はマップ探索型のバトルコンテンツですね。で、マップを進んでいきながらこう宝箱を開けたりそのエリアのボスを倒したりしながら進めていくんですけれども、特徴的なのは進めていくたびにユニットが強くなっていくということですね。
Right, so Grand Crusade, it's a mode where you're on a map, right? You're progressing through a map while collecting treasure boxes, going through the map, and also going towards bosses and defeating them. And kind of the special part is as you progress through Grand Crusade, your units get stronger and stronger. So that means they'll do more damage. They'll take less damage, and you get various effects too while you go through. So you can really make units kind of like super powered, basically.
なのでそんなに強くないユニットとかでも何度もそこのマップを踏破して強くしていくことによってバトルで活躍させることができます。
Right. So even if you have a unit who's maybe not the strongest in your party, but you like using them, by progressing with them through Grand Crusade, you can power them up to kind of make them really overpowered and take on the bosses there.
はい。で、宝箱以外にもさっき出てきたユナチャンスみたいなのがあって、そこで特定のその最終ダメージとかのアップする、ユニットを選択してアップさせることができますね。
Right. So other than you saw a little bit of a glimpse of it in the video, but other than these treasure boxes you find along the way, Yuna will also randomly appear, and basically you choose a unit and you roll to increase their stats.
I just see characters, so I concentrate on describing characters. I can see you're saying. maybe
I think Chad is either.
Yeah, Chad, distracted by
So
the.
many people just
yeah.
I'm watching the
Okay,
drawing.
no
はい
problem.
なのでユナチャンスとかで自分の好きなユニットだけを重点的に強くしたりすることもできるわけですね。
Right. So with Yuna, you can choose, your special unit you like the most to have Yuna power them up specifically.
超ハルドとかも強くするこ
Yeah,
と
for
ができま
example,
す。
yeah, with the Ascended Heart, you could have him buffed up. You could have one unit basically and just make them really super powered. Effects can get pretty high. 結構700% damage boost. 結構高く
高くなりますね。
なったりします。Like a 700% damage boost, take like 70% less physical and magic damage. So you can make kind of your chosen unit pretty busted, actually.
そしてそのグランドバトルで集めた素材ミスティカという素材でフュージョンクラフトを行うとクラフト装備という超強力な装備を作ることができます。
Right. And so you collect Mystica while you're playing Grand Crusade, and you use that to create very powerful fusion equips.
このミスティカは何種類かあってでその組み合わせでどのタイプの装備ができやすいかみたいなのが変わってくるんですね。例えばこのミスティカを入れるとこのミスティカの組み合わせだと物理タイプの装備ができやすいとかそういう感じでランダムなんですけれどもちょっとその確率をミスティカの組み合わせで選ぶことができます。
Right. So these Mystica you collect along the way, you use them to randomly craft these equips, but based on your combination of Mystica, you can influence the likelihood that a certain equip will come out as a physical equip, for example. So depending on that arrangement and ratio of Mystica that you use, you can influence, what kind of equip you get.
そして最大の特徴はそこのできた装備自体も効果時間とか効果量が違ったり、さらにメインのスキル以外にサブスキルとかが何個かつくんですけれどもそれも結構ランダム性が高くて最高の装備を作るには結構何度も何度も作り直すみたいな楽しさがあるコンテンツになっています。
Right. So basically, you can try several different times because every time you will get different, for example, duration, damage amount, and there are random abilities as well. So basically, you can go and hunt for making an ultimate equip, essentially. Some of them are like pretty busted too. 結構強くなりますね。
めちゃくちゃ強くなりますね。
Yeah.
ただすごく強い分持てる個数というのが決まってるんですね。
Right. So in exchange for how strong they can be, there's actually a limited number amount that you can use outside of Grand Crusade, right? そのグラバト以外で使えるのは限られてますね。
そうですね、4個ですね。グランドバトル、グランドバトルでも、そもそも持っていられる個数が決まっているので、クラフト装備自体はグランドバトルでも使えるし、普通のクエストでも使えるんですけれども、そもそもそのクラフト装備を保持してられる量が限られているという感じですね。
Right. So these fusion equips, again, in exchange for their power, you're limited to 4 of them as well. But you can use them within and also outside of Grand Crusade. So you're going to have to kind of make a choice on which ones you keep. So it'll just be that kind of strategy, choosing which fusion equip you'll keep. Right. So limit of 4.
でまだスペシャライズはまだ最初の段階では実装してないんです。
ちょっと早いかもしれないです。
はい。でもさっき少しだけ動画でありました。さらに今後のアップデートでそのクラフト装備作ったクラフト装備をユニットと紐付けて専用にするスペシャライズっていう機能が実装される予定です。そうすることによってそこの個数制限からは外すことができます。
Right. So one other update that will be coming later in Grand Crusade is the ability to specialize and equip to a certain unit. So you bind the equip to the unit to make it, specially for them. And the special part about that is that it does not count towards that limit of 4 for the fusion equips. Right.
グランドバトルを進めていけば進めていくほどレア度の高いミスティカが手に入ってレア度の高い強力な装備が作れるようになっていきますので皆さんどんどん グランドバトルを進めて最強装備を作ってください。
And the farther you progress within Grand Crusade, you'll get more rare Mystica, which will be able to craft more rare and stronger equips too. So try to progress as far as you can. あと紋章のかけらで。
そうそうそう。フュージョンクラフトを行うときに紋章のかけらあるじゃないですか、あれをセットすることができるんですね、それをセットすると紋章の効果を装備に付与することができるようになります、確率なんですけれども確率で付与することができるようになります、でそのアビリティとして付与するんですけれども、そのアビリティの効果は通常の紋章石とも重複する強力なアビリティになってますので、そこもやっぱりクラフト装備が強い理由の一つですね。
Right. And another reason why these fusion equips are so strong is you can use crest fragments, right? So you can use crest fragments while you're making them to roll for, well, to have a chance to have that crest fragment effect go into or on top of the equip. So for example, it will also stack, you have an attack up crest fragment, level 4, you can use that for a chance to give the effect to the equip as well, and it stacks with the crest itself. Right? So for example, 攻撃力の紋章をつけていて、750とかプラスで、さらにそのエフェクトとかそのフュージョンクラフトで付与してさらに750。
そうですね。そういう使い方もできますし、不滅の包容、英語ではなんていうのかな、瀕死時にダメージを軽減する紋章石、あれをつけて、あれをフュージョンクラフトでつけて
20%
カバーユニットに装備させるとめちゃくちゃ強かったです。
Yeah, so it does stack. So for example, with Truth of Eternity, for those who know, the Thursday Extreme Crest Palace exclusive crest, the level 4 effect for that is a 20% damage reduction when near death. And if you use the Truth of Eternity crest fragment onto the fusion equip, you can get that stacking effect. So 20%, 20%, 40%, 40%. So that's a 40%. Yeah. So basically, those taunt tanks will become much more resilient, right? But yeah. これぐらいかな。
それぐらいですかね。
Right. So a lot to look forward to.
あとはそのオリジナルのストーリーがまた展開されますので、今度はテーマが海賊ですね。
So yeah, each basically episode of Grand Crusade has a theme. So there'll be various episodes, and this first one is kind of, as you could probably tell from the title, pirate themed. Yeah. So I hope everyone looks forward to that.
新しいキャラクターと新しいストーリーですね。ぜひ
New
楽しんで
character
く
and
ださい。
story. So hopefully everyone looks forward to that. But yeah, so glad we got to hear a little bit about it from the Master of Grand Summers himself.
Thank you.
But I know a lot of people, they've seen the roadmap, so they're talking about the next item. But let's go ahead back and look. Roadmapにお願いします。
Right. The Grand Summoner 777 will return again. And now, not just that, but this time each player is guaranteed to win a jackpot of 77 crystals. Of course, you can win lots of other items like lucky gems and LB stone too.
Right. So those of you who were playing last year might remember the 777 slots. But this time it'll be a little bit of a twist. So basically, you log in each day and you get to tap and basically spin the slots. So whatever they stop on outside of a 7, you get that item. So for example, if it's a crystal, a 7, and a lucky gem, you get a crystal and a lucky gem. But there's a lot of different items there. There's the lucky gems, there's crystals, there's limit break stones, potions. And this time, last time we had 6-star equip LB stones in it, but we've exchanged those for an expert LB stone. So you can win expert LB stones from the 777 slot. So we're giving out one guaranteed on the login bonus right now, and then you could get more from the 777 slots. So you could win another expert LB stone. And if you log in every day, so this time, last time it was a 777 jackpot, but it was a very rare chance. So this time it's a little bit of a twist because the jackpot is now 77 crystals, but everyone is guaranteed to win it. At least once. Everyone. as long as you log in, promise. So as long as you log in every day, you are guaranteed to hit the 77 at least once. If you're really lucky, you might get it multiple times. But bare minimum, that's 77 crystals, and that's on top of whatever else you'll get during the month or so period that it's running. So let's say you average a crystal or two per day, it runs for about a month, that's around 60 crystals. So on top of the 77, it's going to be quite the extra. And of course, you can win lucky gems, expert LB stones, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But yeah, so pretty easy to do, and yeah, just free stuff.
Just
Always
log in
nice to have.
every day.
Make sure you log in, don't miss it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we finally arrived at the last point of the roadmap, a brand new Nova Crest Palace.
Yes, right. So especially for these the high-level crest farmers, those who don't know, Nova Crest Palaces are how you burst either a level 4 crest into a 5 or a 4+ into a 5+ crest, right? So if you complete the Nova Crest Palace with a level 4 or 5 crest equipped, it has a chance to burst into a 5 or a 5+. Right? So usually the Nova Palaces are much more difficult to complete. They'll usually take a little bit longer. So it's, especially for those people who want to like min-max or just have the, the shiniest new crest, you know where to go. Right? So hope everyone looks forward to that coming, right, about late March, early April period. Yeah. So,
So
what else we have?
I know we talked about a lot just now, so we'll take a quick moment to show the main goodies that will be given out during the anniversary period.
All right, let's take a look. Tsugi onegaishimasu. Okay.
A
So
lot.
these are some of the rewards we were showing before. But of course, we have the 7th anniversary login bonuses that have just started. We have the Valentines, we have chapter 28.
Yeah.
And then, as you can see, yes, 200 total slime tickets. All right, so those include about 120 unit summon tickets, about 80 equip summon tickets. And yes, there are going to be free crossover true equip tickets.
Yep.
Right. So make sure you log in, make sure you do the missions, get them from the exchange.
Yeah.
But yeah, a total of 200 tickets. Right. So bare minimum, that's a lot of free Hulk. Rainbow gems, for example, too. So that'll be nice to get. And then, of course, we have the first me bonuses, 140 crystals.
140.
And then the triple 7s, of course, 77 is guaranteed, but if you're logging in every day during the period, it's much more likely you'll get many more, probably around 110 to 130 as an estimate for that. And of course, you can get about, if you wait until the last day of the Forever Summons, you can stack up another 30 crystals or so. And then, of course, it's not shown here, but there's the about 5 crystals from the daily quest, and then LB stones from there too. Yeah, so make sure to grab all the freebies available.
And this combined with the X promo, crystal total to...
Tsugi onegaishimasu. Right. Yeah, 382 crystals. Right.
計すると
So adding all of that up. Yeah, actually, it's actually more than this. Because,
more than this.
for example, this doesn't include the about 100 or so crystals you get from Chapter 28 missions and quest clear rewards. It also does not include the actually daily quest 5 crystal clears. It doesn't include the Forever Summons crystals.
Yeah, so it will be more than this.
So actually, if you add up all as well as the GS77, the outside of the 77 crystals guaranteed portion, then it's very likely to be far more than this.
まずコラボのクエストだって結構ありますよ。
Yeah,
クエストいっぱいもらえますよ
Yeah,
ね。
actually, the crossover quests by themselves will be several dozen too. So really, if you add up that with the weekly, daily, and monthly, an estimate for this anniversary period would be around 700 actually. So very high. So make sure your daily logins, daily missions, crossover missions, basically all that stuff. Make sure you don't miss it.
Yeah, it's great to see everyone so excited. But we actually still have lots more big news to announce. Let's move on to the next announcement.
次のスライドで。
あと枠戻していただけますか? Let's get the live drawing back on the screen for see an update on the イラストの枠お願いし
あ、もう
ます。
一回。
Yeah,
そう。
it disappeared.
あ、もう
Oh,
完成している。
it's almost there.
うわー。
Oh my gosh. Wow.
かっこいい。
Wow. It's pretty good. 今完成ですか？
あ、もう完成。
Oh, okay, he's done. He's done.
It's already done.
All right. Oh, wow.
Thanks for the amazing.
Oh my gosh, it's looking. Can we show it one more time to the camera? Give everyone a good look. もう一度イラストお願いします。Right. Oh,
おーいいですね。
it's looking really good.
この視線がいいですね。ちょっとこう。
Yeah, kind of like
は
looking down on you a little bit.
わ
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, it is part of a giveaway, right? So this live illustration, 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
All right, 2 minutes left in the
2
giveaway. Make sure you enter in the Grand Summers Discord. We have a link posted in the chat. The grand prize is this illustration. あとサインしていただけますか？
はい。あ、サイン、はいはい。
Right, so he will also sign it too. Right. So you have the signed art illustration for the grand prize winner. 2 minutes left. Grand Summoners Discord live stream giveaway channel. React the post to enter. All right. You have 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
Actually, 1 minute left now.
Oh my god.
Is everyone finding the Discord right? The link is pinned in the YouTube chat. Make sure you have about 50 seconds left.
Yeah.
There's, let's see, there's around 1,200 people watching the stream, but only 700 entered.
Why?
So if you haven't entered yet, right, you can win a bunch of free stuff. So, yeah, 40 seconds. Yeah, okay. So the giveaway ending 30 seconds. This is your last chance.
Yeah, your last
Right.
chance.
Let's also give a reminder too for the, we'll post the Twitter link in the chat
Oh,
as well
yeah.
again to remind you guys, sorry, the X link.
Yeah, excellent.
The X link because there's also 50 crystals available from the X promo that also ends in a few minutes. So we're almost at the goal. We can get a few hundred more. Chat, if you haven't reposted yet on the X account, make sure you do that.
50.
Every crystal counts, right? But for the Discord giveaway, it just ended. The winners will be displayed in the live stream giveaway channel.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a little bit of a delay. You can click on the view giveaway tab to also get a view there. Sometimes it's a little slow. It'll spit out the winners in a bit. But for those who did win, congratulations. So make sure you just, oh yeah, congratulations. Okay, shows all the winners now. But if you are a winner, sit tight. We will contact you within about a week. So please be patient. I'll contact you via Discord, via direct message. So make sure you are your settings allow you to receive messages from non-friends.
Yeah.
So make sure you look for the message. Make sure you respond to it within a week. You have 7 days to respond, or you'll become ineligible if you don't respond within that time. Yeah, make sure you're on top of that. So congratulations again to the winners.
Congratulations
You
for
guys can
everyone.
check them in the live stream giveaway channel. So okay, congratulations. But we have more announcements. So we're not done actually.
Okay, that's right. About the big news, one more big news is a couple years ago, the player rank cap was increased from 500 to 750, and now it will be even further increased to 1,000.
Yes.
Did I know the name?
Right. 1,000.
It's like,
Yes. So it was, I think, the 5 million celebrations download
Yep.
stream where we increased it from 500
ago.
to 750. And now actually we have some players approaching the cap.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
we decided we increased the cap to 1,000.
Yeah.
Actually, and yeah, we thought it would be funny or fun to interesting to show everyone the current distribution of player ranks. Is everyone interested in seeing what rank everyone is? What rank is everyone in chat? Let's show the chart first.
Yeah.
次お願いします.
あ
All right, so where's everyone on the chat?
あ、
Where are you?
Is there any fellow one percenters here? Any one
Is the
percenters in
top
the chat?
one here?
Yeah. 240 or
Oh, I saw the
230?
500.
371. Okay, that's pretty high.
Whoa.
Is 371 the highest in chat? Anyone higher than that in chat with us? 353,
Very a
Quite
lot.
too
301,
salty.
356.
600
Wow.
以上が2人。
Okay, which one of you is...
750. I see.
350?
750.
I'm not sure about that.
I'm not sure,
Wait,
we
okay.
don't know.
I'm curious, is the rank 736 player with us in chat today? Is it any of you in chat? Everyone's going to say it's them.
Wow.
600以上が2人っていうことは600台と700台は1人ずつってことなんですか？
Right, so there's someone in the 600s and there's someone, okay, apparently Master Chef, it's him. He's the top ranked player in all the Grand Summoners. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Actually, well, this data was taken in mid-January, actually, and it includes players rank 2 or higher who had logged in 5 consecutive days in mid-January. So actually, if you missed a login day, for example, or you weren't logging in during that time, you might not be counted. So there could be someone else. But yeah, at the time, the highest ranked player was 736. So they might be watching with us today, but now you can get up to 1,000.
Yep.
Right, so I wonder if they'll be the first player to reach 1,000. Right. All right, but we're still not done. We have more announcements. Let's take a look at an upcoming physical merch release.
Yeah, currently a brand new visual art book for Grand Summoner is in production right now. But it won't just have cool artwork. It will have stories, the build-up, Emperor Islet board, creator interviews, and more.
Right. So it has a lot of, stuff in there. It's the second time, actually. We had a visual book released a few years ago, and now we're going to have another. And we are planning on having it available for purchase overseas. So it'll include, all the stuff in there. And not just that, too. There's a couple bonus. For example, everyone who purchases the visual art book will get 300 crystals and War Hero Fen special art.
It's fair! Oh my god.
Right. So on top of, having the book itself, the physical book, 300 crystals in game, War Hero Fen special art, which is currently unreleased too. It's still a secret.
Yeah.
Still a secret. But yeah, War Hero Fen special art will also be yours just by buying the book. Right. So I'm sure a lot of people are interested in how to get it. Unfortunately, we don't have all the details right now, but please stay tuned. We'll be announcing in-game and on our social media with instructions on for those who are interested in purchasing the visual book. Yeah, so it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
ちょうど
So
昨日
exciting.
クリエイターインタビューを
やりましたね。
Actually, the interview that is listed there, just yesterday, it included, of course, Yama-P, right, and the character designer Kose with us today. So you have a lot of
And
interesting
Master of Grand Summons and
Master of Grand Summons.
art team.
Our team as well.
Yes.
So there's a lot of interesting perspectives, and then of course also those of you who are interested in Emperor Islet's lore too can learn a little bit more about him. Some previously unreleased lore. Yeah. So enjoy that. I hope everyone looks forward to it. But another announcement. All right. Especially for those creative players.
That's right.
Let's
The
take a
third
look.
Grand Summoners Theater sticker contest is about to begin. We've had so many fun submissions and winners. We had so many fun submissions and winners in the past, and we're looking forward to lots more.
Right. So this is the third one too. We've had 2 years in a row already. This is the third year in a row.
Yeah.
Are there any past winners in the chat here right now? There's a lot of them. For those who don't know, for example, these are the Miranda It's a Bread sticker, and then the J Let's Dance. These are user submitted, so player submitted stickers, right? So we've had 10 so far, right? Includes some of my favorites are the those who have seen it, the Rue 4+ sticker. That one's really fun. Big Stick Energy is a fun one. Yeah, the Daki sticker.
And I love the IC.
Oh, IC, yeah, Priscilla IC. Any IC enjoyers in chat? Yeah, actually, are there any past winners in the chat right now? I wonder. There have been 10 winners so far. But yeah, you can enter again this year. So maybe if you tried in previous years, you can have another chance to try again. We will have about 3-week entry period. We'll be posting more details on our social media. But yeah, you can follow the rules, create the sticker, and you could see it in game too. You could immortalize your creation. Right. So I hope everyone looks forward to that. But yeah, we have another announcement.
Yeah,
One more announcement.
one more.
Okay, let's take a look. Okay. Right, so every year we do a player survey and also a popularity contest, right? So with the player survey, I always say this is the best chance to make sure that your feedback is heard by us, right?
Yeah.
So if you want, your opinions, your feedback, your recommendations, etc., this is the best way to let us know, right? Not only that, but you get crystals too for answering as well. So it'll be in the in-game notices. You just tap the banner, and then you answer via there. There's also a lot of people have asked us about merch too, so there'll actually be merch questions as well. So if you're interested in that, giving your opinions and feedback there, make sure you do so. And then of course another popularity contest. We had Emperor win 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will he be the
Third three-peat. Will Emperor get the three-peat? We'll have to see. But if you want, your favorite unit to get that representation, be sure to vote for them. And actually, the winner will get a special title screen illustration too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those of you who have seen it, we've had 2 already special Emperor title screen illustrations. They've been very, very cool. We also gave out wallpapers. With them, the designs on our social media. So you can also go back, look at our social media if you want to see the previous wallpapers we gave out. But yeah, make sure you answer that. So that's an extra 5 crystals too. Yeah.
Yeah. And with announcement out of the way, let's get into our special guest segment.
All right. So we have our character designer with us today.
Yeah.
All right. So special guest interview. Okay. So a lot of you guys, you saw his artwork, right? And now we're going to get some insights from him, right?
When we do our surveys, one of the common reason players tell us that they love Grand Summoner is because of the beautiful artwork. So we're especially happy to have the character designer here with us to share some insights.
Right. So before we begin, I'd like to kind of ask if you could give everyone an overall flow for how basically a Grand Summoner's unit is designed from start to finish. Soよろしければ、ユニットを書いているときに、最初に、全体的なフローとか、最初からデザインから、完成までの流れの説明をお願いできますか。
わかりました。まずはですね、企画側からこういうキャラクターを作りたいっていう指示書というか、そういう企画書が来まして、でそこから、新永さんだったりとミーティングをして、キャラクターのどういうキャラクターにしていくかっていうのをまず詰めていくとここから始まります。
Right. So the first step is there's a planning team, right? And they're the ones who kind of create. All right, this is the kind of character we want to make a new character with this, kind of like this, with a few base instructions. Basically handed to Kose-san, and then after that he has a meeting with, for example, right, the Master of Grand Summoner Shinnaga, and they talk together basically about what kind of character they want to make. That's the first step.
はい。でその次はまずは白黒でポーズだったりとか構図をどういうふうにするかっていうのを決めていきます。
Right, and from there on, we decide like what kind of poses, right, the character will be making.
はい、で、その次はですね、それをもとに、色のついたラフというものを作成して、完成形がこういうふうになるよっていうのが、ディレクター側とかが見ても分かるような形で作成していきます。
Right. So then you take it from the initial at that posing stage with the kind of black and white rough draft, and then it's colored rough draft, right? So you start making the final adjustments, preparing to create the final illustration.
はい、で最終的に清書作業と呼ばれる、線画を描いて色をしっかりと塗っていくという作業で完成になります。
Right, and then so that final stage is taking that colored rough draft and basically doing all the finishing touches, making sure everything's touched up, there's not any more rough edges, and that all of the decisions are implemented into the final illustration to make the right final product. And then that's what you see when the character is released. Right. Right, so now I'm kind of curious too. So we have the character designer with us today, so I want basically some of your insights, but I have a couple questions. First, So what are you most mindful of when you're illustrating characters? ユニット描いてる時に一番気にしていることなんでしょうかね。
そうですね、まずはキャラクターの顔がかっこよく描けているだとか、女の子のキャラクターだったら可愛く描けているとかをまず気にして、でその次にそのキャラクターがの目線がどこを向いているかっていうところを気にします。まあなんだろう、カメラ目線がいいのか、それとも違うところを見てた方がいいのか、それはもうイラストによって変わってくるので、その都度中途半端なところを見ないようにということを気をつけてますね。
Right. So every illustration, whether it's kind of a cool one or maybe a cute one, he makes sure to have that, fully drawn out within each character. Also, another important point is where they're looking, right? So whether they're looking like directly at you, whether it's off to the side, all of those points he has to consider when designing, their illustration.
今回のライブドローイングも目線がいいですね。
Oh yeah. For this time, it was hard. He was kind of looking down, right? この下から目線。Why did you decide to go with that looking down pose? なんでこのちょっと下目線
そうです
しましたか？
ね。まあちょっとその
性格出てますね。
そう性格を表現するっていうところですね。
Expressing their personality, right? Right. So that's very awesome. Should we show it again for those who might have joined later? もう一度見せましょうか。
はい。
Right. So you can see.
いやもうこれもうハルトですもん。
It's so good.
そうです。
It's so good. So congratulations. Who was? Let's see. Who was the winner for that? Congratulations, Byaku Radical. Congratulations to you.
おめでとうございます。
Congratulations. So another question. How about so you've been involved in all of the characters for Grand Summers. We've had a lot. So is there someone you can pick who was basically the most fun to illustrate? 一番担当して楽しかったキャラ。
そうですね。特定のキャラでいうとちょっと難しいんですけれども、クロス・ザ・ブレイズのキャラクターは結構その個人的に好きに描かせてもらえたので、そうですね。彼ら描いてる時は楽しかったです。
Right. So it's obviously it's hard to pick a favorite. It's kind of like picking a favorite child, for example. But if you had to say one group that he enjoyed quite the most, he enjoyed the characters from Cross the Blades. Right. So especially when you have that special connection to the units themselves, the characters, their personalities, it's extra fun, right? Drawing them. So he had a lot of fun with that. Right. Yes, and then final question. How about who was the most difficult or challenging for you to illustrate? 一番大変だった。
そうですね。これも特定のキャラで言えないんですけれども、例えばその機械がキャラクターについてたりだとか、まあドラゴン系だったりとかは割と大変で、機械
ファロンとかどうですか？ファロン。
どんなキャラでしたっけ？だいぶ昔のキャラクターですよね。そうですね。機械とかは特にそのイラストに描くのに時間がかかっちゃうので、
巨人みたいなの乗ってる女の子ね。
ファロン。
3D でそのざっくりとモデルを作って、当たりにできるような感じで作ったりとかしてます。そういった作業がちょっと大変だったりします。
Right. So it's again hard to pick just one unit, but some of the ones that prove the most challenging are machines and dragons. Right. So especially when there's like a lot of stuff going on, and they have a lot of attachments, for example, that can be one of the most difficult aspects. Right. 逆に魔族とか人族はもっと
そうですね。やりやすい。
身近にあります。
そうです。
Right. So you can see, obviously, humans, demons are kind of a lot closer to, the artist personally as well. So it's a little bit easier to draw out those expressions.
バルハラとかエデンとか。
そうですね。3D で作っちゃった方が早い。
Valhalla, Eden are some of the most challenging ones we've had. But yeah.
So big characters.
Big characters, yeah.
Big pixel art.
Yeah, the pixel art's also pretty difficult. But yeah, so okay, thank you, Kose-san, for sharing your insights. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we'll give a quick reminder to those who won the giveaway about the prizes. Right. So these prizes, again, if you just came in, you can check the winners in the live stream giveaway channel in the Discord. Yeah, so the prizes will be distributed from top to left to right, top to bottom. Right. So the first winner, for example, will be receiving the live illustration we just had during the stream.
Wow.
Right.
Congratulations.
And then the last 10 winners will be getting the level 5 crest keyring, and then everything in between in order. Right. So you can check what you won by knowing your order, your winning order, right, from the giveaway. Yeah, so congratulations to the winners.
Congratulations for everyone.
Right. Okay. But we're about out of time.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to say once again, thank you to the guests we had, and obviously for the players for helping us reach this milestone, for coming to the live stream to celebrate with us.
Thanks.
We really appreciate it. Do we have any final words from producer Yama-P before we close out?
What?
Any final words?
Final words. Okay, so I'm happy to celebrate this time with you, Grand Summoners players. First, thank you for playing Grand Summoners for a long time. It is a first I want to say. And second, so thank you for Grand Summoner team, Japanese team or global team. It is hard to make a good game for a long time. It is very hard things. So we have done. So thank you for our team. And we love Grand Summoners and the Grand Summoners community and you players. Thank you for all. Thank you very much for all players. So I want to say thank you very much.
Yeah. From all the players, the team, from the global team, and also from the JP team, thank you from all of us for playing, and we hope for many more fun years.
Yeah.
これからも. Right. So we're going to have a lot of fun years ahead. So we hope to continue to receive your support, and hope you continue to play and enjoy Grand Summoners. Yeah. But I think we'll go ahead and close it out for today. So thank you again for watching.
Thank you,
and
guys.
yeah, happy summoning.
Happy summoning.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See you next time.
Next time.
僕たちは行くよ心につなぎ宿し迷いなく進む荒野の果ても朽ちることのない強さ刻んであるからここに同じ空が曇りなく澄んで輝くわ志した望みと共に感じた日々が源に支えるから真実はいつも決まってそう大切だけれどそれ以上につなぎ合って共に記す奇跡を温めたいよ何よりもただ違う道歩こうともたとえ世界の全てが君を疑っても僕は君だけを信じ続けてるからこの絆だけは消えることない想いを信じる力何も砕けない気持ちをかばして紡ぎ上げた大きな一つの旗掲げ仰ぎ見上げればほらいつも変わらぬ笑顔僕らを包んでいるよ陰りない瞳はじっと強く前を見据えて奥に揺らめき湧き立った熱い信念たちは疑心を捨てた覚悟の 証誰にも崩せはしないたとえ世界の